Hey guys. Alright, so this is going to be another quick video. I just uploaded a different video about kind of like a life update as far as what's going on with me at this current time. If you see this shaking a lot, this video, it's because I am holding my iPhone up in order to record this, and my arms are very weak and sore from, as I explained in my last video, very, very sore and weak from using crutches, which I just got put on yesterday. I'll try to switch hands here. Okay, so this video is going to be about light duty, or transitional duty, as Disney calls it. And basically, transitional duty it's basically Disney's way of, like, if you're too injured or, you know, anything else, to perform your regular roles that you'd have are, I've got like a brain fart going on here. Okay, so yes, if you were too injured or anything else to perform your normal duties at your role in Disney, you may get put on transitional duty, or as some people call it, light duty. And basically this is Disney's way of making sure that you can still work and still get hours and pay for performing within your given restrictions from either health services or your doctor or specialist. So for me right now, for instance, my restrictions, I have an ace bandage up to my knee, and I have an ankle brace right now. I am on crutches, and I cannot walk further than 100 feet without stopping to rest and sit down for 5 minutes. So at my normal role that I have in Disney, it's not practical to have those restrictions. I simply can't do the job that I normally would be doing at this time. It just wouldn't work out that way. So I am put on transitional duty. And what this means is you will go to the transitional duty office. There is one in Epcot, and there is one in the Magic Kingdom. My hair is on my face. One in Epcot, one in the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdoms is only for Magic Kingdom cast members, whereas Epcot covers kind of everything else, resorts and park-wise. And basically, they will give you a brand new schedule with different roles that you're going to perform temporarily until you are feeling better. And all of those roles will fall into like your guidelines given to you by your physician or health services as far as what you can do, and following your current list of restrictions based on your current health. So I have been on transitional duty before. Last year I was on transitional duty for a bad wrist injury, and it's really cool. It's a good opportunity to do like different things, different roles and jobs that you may have normally never gotten to do. So the last time I was on transitional duty, I was able to walk fine. It was just my wrist. So I got deployed to Animal Kingdom, but outside of where I've worked before. And this time I got to do like little odd jobs there. And it was anything from helping them like organize different areas of the park, getting glasses ready for people who wanted to see the show that they have in the Tree of Life called It's Tough to Be a Bug. So I got to help them just like stack glasses up and get them ready for guests to use and things like that. There's always a lot of sirens around here, I apologize. I also got to do like simple things, just like I worked with the Photo Pass cast members at the front of the park, just keeping their lines organized, because they get a lot of guests that want to take pictures with them. They take amazing photos. So there's usually like a pretty big lineup at each of those cast members, and it can get a little hectic finding the end of it, and you know, keeping the line from getting in the way of other guests who are simply walking through the park. Excuse me. And so I just kind of helped keep the lines orderly and made sure people knew where they were going and things like that. I explained PhotoPass to people who were wondering what was going on and why people were lining up for it. I even got to take photos, not like PhotoPass photos, but I got asked by many guests to take photos of them and their families out in front of the Tree of Life using their own cameras or own phones, things like that, which is really fun. I really like helping create those memories for them. So that was kind of cool. And I got to watch, they have a show with a bunch of macaws at the front of the park called Winged Encounters. And I got to watch that over and over every time it would come on, and I love it. I just like the macaws fly like really close over your head. Yeah, it's just really, it's really, really neat. Excuse me. So like things like that, like little rules like that. Yeah, that's what I did last time. This time's a little different. This time, because I have strict walking restrictions, excuse me, I'm actually staying at the transitional duty office and doing like odd jobs. And this can be anything from making sure like batteries are working properly, like in different items that are going to be sold, so that guests have like fresh new batteries and everything works properly when they buy something that needs them. Even just things like folding napkins that might end up in your favorite restaurants and making sure they look as nice as they can. Like you sit down, it's like a sit down kind of thing, considering that people who work in there typically have like a walking or standing restriction. So it's like little sit down jobs, but you realize that no matter how small the jobs are, that they're still huge, and you are still adding so much magic that normally you wouldn't even think about. Like you don't, I mean, at least for me, I never really thought like, oh, who's folding napkins for like this restaurant I love, or you know, how does like this souvenir bag get made, like anything like that. And it's definitely something I just didn't think much about until now, having experienced it, and I appreciate it so much more now that I see how this all works. And I appreciate also the fact that even though I am injured, where I normally might have been out of work and losing hours and pay, that they give you the opportunity to make the money that you need to live, to, you know, do a job and be helpful to them without, you know, hurting yourself or straining yourself, and allowing yourself to still heal while you're giving your time to them. And I appreciate that a lot. I think that's a really, really good thing that they do for people. So yes, that's what I'll be doing, at least for the next week. I have a recheck on Friday. Basically, at that point, they kind of tell you, okay, yeah, you're good to be off of transitional duty. You can go back to your normal role. Or they'll say, hey, you know, this isn't looking good still. You're going to have an extension on your transitional duty for however long. Excuse me. And then you'll just kind of go back to whatever you were doing at transitional. So yeah, it's really neat. You'll know if you are ever visiting the parks and see a transitional duty cast member, because they have a costume that is the transitional duty costume, and it is yellow and white, and on the white parts of the costume they have like little animated drawings of Mickey Mouse on them, and they're usually paired with black shorts or pants. And they're really cute. I actually really like the costumes. But yes, if you ever see those cast members in those costumes, they are doing their best regardless of their injury or whatever's going on to still make magic for guests who are in the park. And so be nice to those guys. They are awesome people. They're giving their all, even though they're going through something and healing themselves at the moment. They're still giving their all because they love what they do. So yeah, if you ever see them, cool people. But yeah, that's the basic gist of it. That is transitional / light duty. And yeah, it's a pretty cool option that it doesn't exist in a lot of workplaces, so I figured it might be something kind of fun to mention. If you guys have any questions or anything like that about transitional duty, or like anything I've mentioned here today or anything else, just feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I will see if I can get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, so that's where I will be for the next week, guys. I will let you know, give you any updates after my recheck on Friday, just to let you guys know what happened, if I'm going to be on transitional duty longer, or if I'm going back to my home location. And I have a lot of friends and family that are going to be coming in the coming months, so I will be pretty busy off and on, but I'm going to try to vlog a bit while they're here as well. My neighbors are very loud. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys again soon. As I said in my last video regarding my current situation, I hope you guys are having better luck than I am, health-wise, everything else-wise. And yeah, I will see you guys again soon. See ya.